television sort of era by that time. But they still continued on radio for some years after that, so here we go. I might extend the show a little bit, I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'll decide in a little bit. Anyway, let's hear about the New York Sightseeing Agency. Here we go.
Andy, come on, let's go.
Wait a minute, Amos. What's going on here?
It's the Amos and Andy Show. Yes, welcome to the Amos and Andy Show with their guest tonight, the Motion Picture Academy Award winner, Mr. Paul Lucas. And now, to our stars and their show. Here are Amos and Andy and their guest for tonight, Mr. Paul Lucas. Last night, the monthly meeting of the Women's Auxiliary was held at the Lodge Hall. The married men took advantage of the evening off and went to the neighborhood movie theater, where they saw 4 full-length features and selected shorts. Andy went with the boys, and at the moment they're all in the office discussing the show.
Well, considering everything, it was a pretty good show last night for 20 cents.
Yeah, when you get 4 feature pictures for that money, that's a bargain. Yeah, they was all good, too.
Yeah, but I can't figure out these moving picture companies, though. Now, take that one picture there. They started it off in Technicolor and ended it up regular.
Oh, what you talking about, Andy? You fell asleep there for an hour and a half, and you see the beginning of one picture and the end of another one.
Oh, that was it, huh? I thought that story was a little jumpy. I couldn't figure out why this Russian soldier bails out of an airplane with a parachute and later on he turns out to be Andy Hardy.
I remember, Miss Andy, when you used to sleep all day in the picture show.
Quiet, Lightning, quiet. You know, there was another picture they had there that I didn't understand. That spy story. And I was awake during the whole thing, too.
Oh, didn't understand it, huh?
No.
You know, Andy, whether you was awake or asleep, the results seemed to be the same.
Yeah, well, what was it that bothered you about the spy story, Andy?
Well, in the first place, it just wasn't natural to have an enemy spy living right here in New York.
Oh, look, Andy, that could happen. I read in the paper only the other day that they caught an enemy spy over in Brooklyn. His next-door neighbor got suspicious of him, reported it to the FBI. They investigated the thing, and they found out the man really was a spy, and they arrested him. The fella that reported him got a big reward for it, too.
Reward in money.
Oops, I made a mistake here. Repeated the file. Can't do that. Okay, that was 1944. Gotta put the right file in here. Duh, here we go. Wait. Ah, bloody hell. Try this again. Turn it on. Turn this off. Turn this on. Now, I was about to repeat the 1944 one. Y'all can hear that later. Whoever's listening will probably be listening to later. There's only one listener now, other than me. Here we go. Here I go.
Andy, you know what that music say?
Yes, sir, Amos. That music say good health to all from Rexall, the stores with the orange and blue sign.
Yes, 10,000 independent Rexall druggists at the stores with the orange and blue sign bring you transcribed The Amos and Andy Show, written by Joe Connolly and Bob Mosher, featuring Ernestine Wade, Johnny Lee, Amanda Randolph, Tommy Moore, Vincent Townsend, Will Wright, Jeff Alexander's music, yours truly, Harlow Wilcox, and starring radio's all-time favorites, Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. Amos and Andy!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Charles Correll. You know, in my family, we regard a doctor's prescription as a pretty important thing. We want to have our prescriptions filled by a druggist we know. That's why we take our prescriptions to our Rexall druggist, a man we always depend on for such important things. and you can do the same. Just take your prescriptions to the Rexall druggist in your town or neighborhood. You can depend on him.
Well, George Kingfish Stevens finally got a break. His wife, Sapphire, and her mother are taking a little trip down to Georgia to visit relatives. You see, the relatives have been threatening to visit them, but Sapphire and her mother decided to beat them to the punch. Right now, they're at the station about to board the train for Georgia.
Well, George, we're going to be gone about 10 days. Now, you behave yourself and keep out of trouble.
Oh, yes, Sapphire, of course I will.
And, George, don't you be making any goo-goo eyes at no young hussies while we're gone, neither.
Now, listen, Mama, going away and worrying about a man my age taking up with a young gal. That's like going away and worrying about the stove setting fire to the house after the gas has been disconnected.
Well, you watch it anyway, Baldy.
Mama, this is a sentimental occasion. I'll thank you not to drag my hairless dome into the conversation.
Well, George, the train leaves in a minute. It's going to be a long trip for Mama and me.
Yeah, and by the way, Sapphire, I brung down this little package for you.
Oh, George, that was sweet of you. Is it something for me to do on the train?
No, it's something for you to do in Georgia. It's my laundry.
George, you take that back home and wash it yourself.
Oh, all right. I'll wash it. Don't have to pop me on top of the head with it.
Sapphire, we better get on the train. It's leaving now.
George, this is goodbye for a while.
Yes, honey. I'll be sure and right.
Oh, George, you really want me to?
Oh, yes, honey. It don't have to be a long letter. Just slip a check or money order in an envelope now and then. Just let me know you're thinking of me.
Huh. George Stevens, goodbye.
Come on, daughter, get on the train. We don't want to miss it. Well, here we go. So long, Sally Long.
So long, you big fat ox. I say, don't forget that big hat box. Well, I'll hang around the lodge hall here today until 5 o'clock. Maybe some crazy brother might come in here and pay up his back dues. I could sure use the money. Come in. Could I help you, miss?
Yes, I wonder if you could tell me where I could find the Manhattan Tourist Service. I'm lost.
Oh, yeah, the bus company. Well, you go down to the corner and you turn right and you gonna take a sightseeing tour?
Yes. I've never been to New York before, and I'd like to see the town.
Yeah, well, that's nice. The Manhattan Service do a nice job for you. You go down one block, then you turn right, and then, what is they charging you for the tour?
$10 a day.
There's a fare company, all right. Well, you go down one block, and you're just going to sightsee for one day, huh?
No, I'm going to be in New York for a week. I'm going to go sightseeing every day.
Yeah, well, you go down the Manhattan Surface, you turn, they just went bankrupt.
Oh, dear, what am I going to do?
Well, Miss, by a rare coincidence, you happened to stumble into the offices of the successors of the Manhattan Tourist Service.
Oh, why, that's wonderful. What do you charge?
$10 a day.
Well, you can book me for the tour. My name is Melinda Ann Benson. I'm staying over at the Lenox Arms.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Now, tell you what, you be here at 9 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning with the $10, and then you bring $10 every day and give it to me, and we'll get the tour underway.
Well, will the bus be very crowded?
Bus? You were thinking of the old-fashioned sightseeing tour. He features the deluxe, intimate, personal tour.
Well, how do I go from place to place?
How do you go? You hoofs it.
Oh, a walking tour.
Mm-hmm.
Why, that might be an idea, Thad.
Oh, yeah, it's a great thing. Oh, you're going to love it. Flat-footing up the side streets, peeking up the alleys and all that stuff. I'll see you at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. $10 a day for a week. That's $70. I wish I could get someone to do the walking part for me, though. Wait a minute. That's a young, pretty girl, and all I need is somebody to walk around town. Just thinking here, if I gets the right gimmick, I shouldn't have no trouble converting Andy into a pavement Romeo.
Well, let me get in the lodge hall here and see what the Kingfish is doing. I think what is this sign on his office door here? Secret FBI Spy Employment Office. Foreign agents keep out. Highest prices paid for foreign jet planes. Well, I better see what's going on here. Hi, Kingfish.
Andy, don't you know better than to walk into a secret government agency without knocking?
Is you working for the FBI here?
Yeah, real secret stuff, too. I don't even know who my boss is. All I know him by is his code name. J. Edgar Vacuum Cleaner. That's
Yeah, they cover everything, don't they? But what is this about a spy employment agency?
Well, that's my job, Andy. I was recruiting agents for the FBI to track down foreign spies.
Well, that is something, all right.
We just got word that there's a spy right here in the neighborhood now, staying over at the Lenox Arms.
No fooling, sure enough?
Yeah, name is Melinda Ann Benson.
Yeah, well, what made him think she's a spy?
Well, the first inkling they got was that she was from Russia, was when she ordered supper last night. She ordered a New England boiled dinner.
Wait a minute, what you mean? That's a real American dish.
Not when you orders it served on a flaming sword.
That do look a little suspicious, don't it?
Oh, and that ain't all, Andy. Last night she brung a party of 12 into the hotel ballroom, and there was something un-American about the dance step that they done.
Yeah, what you mean?
Well, the band struck up a tune, and they squatted down in the middle of the floor and done the Missouri waltz from a sitting position.
Well, that's bad, all right. How you going about trapping this spy?
Well, Andy, right now, she's making believe that she is a tourist. And while she's going around subversing the country, that's what she pretends she is.
Yeah, well, why don't they throw her in the clink?
Well, we got to get the goods on her first.
Oh.
We is planning on disguising a secret agent as a sightseeing guide so that he could pretend to be showing her the sights while he's keeping tabs on her. Mm-hmm. Now, who could I get you? Let me think.
Yeah, let me think, too. Let's everybody think, yeah. Let me think.
Wait a minute here. Talk about not being able to see the forest for the trees.
What you mean, the trees?
Andy, you is the perfect big fat eucalyptus for the job.
Wait a minute. No, sir. Running around chasing spies, that sounds too dangerous for me. All right.
Andy, you'd be doing the FBI a great service.
No, sir. There's liable to be shooting and stuff, and well, I is afraid.
This spy is a beautiful gal with a good-looking figure, too, and a young gal.
Kingfish, shake hands with Fearless Brown.
Yeah. Congratulations, Andy.
Now, what must I do, Kingfish?
You report here at 9 o'clock in the morning, Andy. Then you can start walking Melinda Ann Benson around town and spying on her at the same time.
Yeah, well, wait a minute, though. What do you mean, walk? Don't I get no automobile?
No, Andy, you was assigned to the FBI Foreign Spy Division, dismounted.
I see. Well, do I get a badge?
No, Andy, on this assignment, we issued you 2 rubber inner soles and a box of bunion plasters. That's all.
Good evening. This is your Rexall family druggist, one of the 10,000 independent druggists who have made the word Rexall part of our own store names. We've done that because we recommend and sell Rexall drug products. One famous Rexall exclusive is the time-tested antacid, Bismarex. The carefully balanced ingredients in Bismarex work in a continuous relay for both quick and prolonged relief.